Wow, we are really getting stuck here. Oversold on the hourly. Pack your bags. What's up, Jason Sinkar with the super chat right off the bat? Let's go. I'm gonna wait until I know that you're here before I look at Mona, Toshi, and Charlie on base. So just let me know when you're here. Take a look at it for you. Metal Detecting England says hello. I would say hi before I head off to sleep. It's nearly 1 a.m. Wow. Please check Jasmine. Wondering if I should cut my losses and sell or just hold. Oh, it's so brutal because I wish. I mean, it's easy to look back and be like, hey, damn, like you could have sold before, but at this point, it's like you might be selling a bottom, you know? I'll take a look at Jasmine though. Final BTC pump before the big crash. I don't know. I mean, I make like for the most part I make like 2-3 videos on Bitcoin every single week now. Um, from what I can see is we still are getting stuck at 91.3, which is a very important level that in my opinion we need to break. You're a bit early. Yeah, 8 minutes early. Keith says, "Are we back?" Hopefully, if we can keep this momentum going, then yes, we'll be back, and we're getting some good moves on altcoins right now. Like look at that, Pudgy Penguins is up 24% today. Really, really, really big move for Pudgy. So we might be back. I mean, how's Toshi? Well, I'll take a look at Toshi when Jason Sinkar is here because he's super chatted. Thank you so much for constantly coming live for us. Hey, thank you so much, Kevin. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so we're going to be live every single day in December. So weekdays will be 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then weekends will be a little bit earlier than that because obviously I'm not working. But yeah, we're gotta keep grinding. So yeah, so for Jasmine for Metal Detecting England, like I would wait. Maybe we'll get a bounce. I would wait, and if you are considering to sell, just keep in mind we do have macro resistance at 1 cent to 1.5 cents, which as of today, at least you're not selling a bottom. It's another 40 to 100% pump. But keep in mind that does coincide perfectly with area of resistance. So we could still come back up to this area, which we're going to box and get stuck and then come back down. So at least if you're thinking of selling, maybe wait because again, you're selling at the absolute lowest right now. So I mean, you've held for this long, you still have one BTC. I would just like avoid looking at it and just leave it alone for a little bit, and then and then hopefully you can at least sell if you do decide to sell when we're not basically all the way at the low, right? Flip coins for 10 beams. Yo, thank you so much for the 10 beams. I hope you're doing good, man. Freaking brutal market. Holding on for hopium. Yeah, let me know what you want me to look at for you. The altcoin market. We are getting some moves on altcoins right now, so we could look at those areas of resistance for you. Like even Dogelon went up, but we just need a continuation. So yeah, that's what I think about metal detecting. I don't know if you're going to be watching the video, but that's what I think about Jasmine. So, you already held this long, so what's holding a little bit longer and getting some money back. But at that point, once you break that resistance, then obviously then you're going to be in that. It's kind of like a dilemma because it's like, oh, are we going to break resistance? And I know a lot of people hold and they don't sell. So that's something that you have to decide. Hey, I want to sell, or hey, I'm gonna actually, I'm just gonna hold it. So, could you look at Aventus, please? Yeah, we can. Oh, I love Aventus, but too bad I can't buy any. Also, I'm really worried because it's not really even like doing anything. Aventus got listed in 2000, like here, 2021, or was it here, 2023? So it's coming all the way back down. But yeah, I'll take a look at Aventus. I got to take a look at flip coins first because I got to take care of the super chats and then we'll take a look. Michael717 says bot, masterbot. Aloe says, hello, my fellow perma-bear. I'm not a perma-bear, but I'm also, you'd be a fool if you think that I'm not going to capitalize and buy BTC during where I consider and where I believe that the bear market's going to start. I'm going to basically play that game because now I'm not overexposed. I have a little, I have my money safe. I don't have to worry about big moves down. And in case it does go up, then I'm sure I'll be fine with 100 billion Dogelon, right? At least I'm not like extremely overexposed. But anyway, I'm not a perma bear, but I do think we're going down, and I do think, oh my God, hold on. There might be a cat fight outside. Hey. Hey, what's going on? Come on. Oh no, you guys are gonna see I'm wearing shorts. But anyway, I'm not a perma bear, but like, also, dude, I'm not dumb. Like, you're joking, right? Like, I've sat through 3 bear markets in my life, and all 3 bear markets, I never bought Bitcoin. So like, I'm done with it, and that's exactly why we're pivoting. That's exactly why we're shifting to, hey, I'm only buying Bitcoin because every single time Bitcoin's made a higher high. So all I had to do is just put my initial 30 or 20 grand or whatever at the time into Bitcoin and not OXT in 2019. And I would have been sitting on like, 300K, whatever, 400K, which is absolutely insane. But I decided to go the greedier route. But I'm not making that mistake. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but you're doing it at 90,000. Yeah, but we set the same thing back here. Like, oh, you're doing it at, you're doing it at 60,000. Oh, you're doing it at 20,000. Even before that, you would have said the same thing here. Like, oh, you're doing it at 10,000. Oh, you're doing it at 13,000. So at what point are we going to say, hey, you know what? Let's start now. So I want to start now. Anyway, Flipcoin, sorry for my babbling. Let me give you some hopium on Turbo. Man, I really hope you make it. Yeah, so very, 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 you're just buying the wrong. I agree with you. So Flipcoins, Turbo over here, I mean, it's you're probably an expert by now because we kind of say the same thing with all the coins, right? So you're a holder. So for a holder, you need to break this area of resistance, which we have boxed, which we are currently getting stuck at. So if you bought the support here, which we lined at 2013, then theoretically you're up around 92% on that position. But if you're holding and if you're dollar cost averaging down, then you're not worried about that 92% because you're waiting for the next big move up, which at that point you would need to break 25, which we're at right now, and then 34. So the next the next daily and weekly candle that we spawn in needs to be green and needs to break this area of resistance. Once this breaks, then obviously we're going to get a bigger move up. And then at that point, you're going to decide, hey, is this the top? Or are we going to make a lower high and do a 618 retracement, which the price would be around, over here, 2059. But if that happens, that would be insane because if it comes back up to the third time and gets stuck for the third time with the 618, then nobody could have called that. But once you break out, then obviously that's when you're going to really be making money, right? So that's what I think about Turbo. So far so good, but remember, you're getting stuck at resistance. So there's really nothing here to look at. If we get stuck, we're probably going to come back down. And then, so if you're cheating it, like if you're looking at like selling it, then you're selling it now, and then you're waiting like next time you come to live stream, then we're going to be looking at the next areas of support where it's going to be this line. So like you're gonna wait. It's gonna be a while, right? But at that point, I'd be like, hey, Flipcoins, look, the RSI is extremely oversold. We're in the red. You're sitting on support at 201. This would theoretically be another time that I would buy to then G. But you're not doing that strategy. You're doing the holding strategy, which is 25 to 34 needs to break for Turbo. And then for Snack, And of course, of course, the one time that you end up selling and cheating, that's the time that we get some sort of alt season. So of course, it's just like it always works like that. You know what I mean? So for SNEC, you're still over 201. Okay, so it needs to stay over 201, and obviously you're at the bottom, so you just expect some sort of recovery. On the shorter time frame, you have you have resistance here at 18 to 22. So if you're holding it, that's 28 to 56% pump. But if you're trading it, then theoretically that's where traders are going to be taking profits. So I do expect to move up on SNEC. I don't think this thing's just going to keep going down. We are very, very, very oversold, compressed here. So I do expect a move up for SNEC. But it just depends. Are we going to come back up here to 18 to 22, which was what, 20 to 50% pump? And are we going to give it back and make a lower low, which at that point puts us at 201, which is the next area of support. Anyway, that's pretty much it for SNEC. I can't confidently say that 3 cents is in play right now, only because we fell by so much. I mean, even last time, right? Last time we actually held the 382, and then we made the next move up, which is very bullish. And then this time we said the same thing, right? Hey, the second it breaks, you're probably going to come back down to the 786618, and then you'll get some sort of bounce. But if you come up, you make a lower high, you're going to come back down, make a lower low. So a lot of times, this is a good coin though. SNEC is a good coin. So is Turbo. So hopefully, and I think they're both on SNEC isn't on Robinhood, but I think Turbo isn't on Robinhood. Okay. It's on Coinbase though. So I think they're both good coins. They do have a lot of upside potential. So anyway, that's what I see for SNEC and Turbo. And thank you so much for the 10 beans. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. I don't think Fartcoin is going anywhere. Nobody tell Flipcoins about what? About Fartcoin? I can't believe you're buying Fartcoin. I'm so over crypto, man. I'm gonna start a food channel. And I'm only gonna look at Taco Bell. Sorry, I'm only gonna eat Taco Bell. I'm gonna stuff my face with tacos. Taco Supreme, Gordita Crunch. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't know why Vision only does like, damn, I can't, it's funny because I want to super chat him, but I'm like forcing myself not to, because at this point it's more like a meme, because I'm like, dude, like I really actually want to see his reaction to Crunchwrap Supreme, because if he gives all the other stuff like a 4, 5, 6 rating, and then if he gives the Crunchwrap Supreme, which is a superior item in my opinion in Taco Bell, that's like one of like if I ever go to Taco Bell, that is the only thing that I get and would ever get. It's not like I go to Taco Bell a lot, but that would be like the only thing I get. You know what I mean? But if he gives that a 6 or a 5, I'm legitimately gonna be like, hey, I was gonna super chat you, like, you know, I was gonna cover the next like 5 videos, bro. I got you. But if he gives it less than a 6, I swear I'm like gonna send him $2 and I'm gonna be like, bro, like I didn't even want to send you this because you gave it a 6. But like it's this Crunchwrap Supreme, dude. It's freaking good. It's the best thing. It's the best thing. It's the best thing at Taco Bell in my opinion. Flipcoin says, what do you see happening? Any chance we still get an alt season? Yeah, I mean, we are going to get small moves up, but like we never got the alt season that both you and I were waiting for. So like, are we going to get some sort of a altcoin alt season? So yeah, just keep in mind, we're getting stuck with Ethereum too. Ethereum might be printing a bear flag here. So we might be getting stuck here. And getting stuck at resistance and then basically making the next leg down, which would put us at 2.26. The only way that this is invalidated is if we break $300 to $3,300. Okay, so that's my opinion, obviously. And then as far as like Ethereum dominance goes, like it's not really doing anything. Is this thing gonna come all the way back down? I think if 10% breaks, then we're probably gonna get. I mean, everything's probably gonna be capitulating at that point. So we do need to see a move up on Ethereum dominance, and then price action goes sideways for Bitcoin, and then the dominance drop, which we see like it happened so freaking fast. Like I'm sure you guys have noticed it, where Bitcoin goes sideways, and it happened. I think it happened last year. Oh my God, it's almost 2026. Where Bitcoin went sideways, Ethereum was pumping, and Bitcoin dominance was dropping, Ethereum was going up, and then that's when we got some sort of relief on alts. But then immediately Bitcoin crashed and basically took everything down with it. So it is what it is. Nobody's health. I already read that. I got crushed in Zcash. Yeah, dude, you're not supposed. Damn it. But I have a plan and it's working out. Then I'll get it right back up. Yeah. Well, you never ever supposed to be buying like when it goes up that high. I remember even if you were here, if you weren't here, this guy came in here. I don't know, Aloe, do you remember? He was like, "Oh, I'm buying Zcash. It's going to the moon." I'm like, "Dude, you're buying it at the worst timing. Like, it's up like 40x right now. They're even 30x. Like." And then he was like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Zcash is going to like $5,000." I'm like, "Bro, like I can't help you. I hope it does, but let's be practical here. Let's be realistic. You know, I wish my thing went up there." Shout out ZZ for me. She's about to do math homework in the car. Coincidentally, second grade graphs. They teach graphs at second grade. What the heck? Dude, I think I was drawing pictures. I was like filling in like the little dotted lines in cursive in second grade or something. I don't even remember. I was doing this like I was being taught this Indian dance in like second grade or something like that. I don't even remember. But yeah, shout out Z. Sorry, Z. I read Zcash. ZZ. That's why you bought Zcash, because of your daughter. Her name is Z, so that's why. It's like subconsciously Zcash got you because of that. I hope you get your money back. We'll take a look at Zcash after Aventus. Shout out ZZ. The cats are sleeping right now, so and I'm wearing shorts with my nice shirt because you guys obviously don't see the bottom half. So I might just say screw it and walk and grab my cat at some point. But I think they're sleeping right now, so I don't want to bother them. There's a really good chance this was a DCB. Thoughts on it? Oh, Kevin's still in the house, so let's look at Aventus. Yeah, so for Aventus, yeah, we updated the chart. We did say 73 cents is the next landing pad. Now, check this out, okay? I think we're going to get a nice recovery for Aventus. We are extremely oversold right now, okay? The RSI hasn't been this oversold ever. Okay? Literally. Actually, did I lie? No, ever. It's never been, the yellow band has never been in 25.90. It is the most oversold that it has ever been. So, to the gentleman that asked for Aventus, if you're planning on if I was a new person and I was looking at Aventus, I would buy it right now. If I was trading it, I would buy it right now, and I would probably sell for a quick 26 to 48% pump. So say I put in $1,000, I'll take out between 14 and what? No, between $13 and $1,500 for a $300 to $500 profit. But if you're holding it, and that's just my opinion, okay? If you're holding it, then you need to obviously on the macro time frame, because the shorter time frame doesn't even matter for you. So we don't need to look at it. On the macro time frame, it needs to break 227. We could still come back up here, and it might be very disheartening, but obviously it's happened to the best of us if we've been in crypto long enough, where you get 152% from the current position, you get stuck, and you come back down. Now, to give you an example of that happening, that happened here. You actually came up to the 0.5, got stuck, came back up, made a lower high, and then you made a lower low. Coincidentally, also here, you did the same thing. You got stuck at the 236, 382, 236, 382, and then you made a lower low. Now, it doesn't have to do that every single time, but you might. You might come back up to $1.54 and then come back up and make a lower high, and then keep validating this channel, making lower highs and lower lows. You call it a falling wedge. You call it whatever you want until we get that reversal, or if this thing actually decides to go back down to zero. But that's what I think about Aventus. But it is a very small market cap. Little volume will push it wonders. Again, the volume is non-existent. It's 54,000 on the 24 hours, so that is pretty bad. But again, we always mention this whenever anybody asks for Aventus, is that you are only on 4 exchanges, not even exchanges, just 4 places where you, one exchange, 3 other places that you can buy Aventus. It is a very low volume, and you really need to get more partnerships and more listings and grow the coin in that aspect and have more availability and sight on it. Because if you don't, then I don't know how much longer it's going to be on these exchanges. I don't mean to FUD you out, but just be careful, because if it gets delisted on Coinbase, this thing is probably going to go to like 50 cents or 40 cents. And then Allo is going to come in and buy some and then sell the short squeeze. There's a good... oh, wait, I read that. Thoughts on Aventus. I read that. Allo says LOL. I'm sick of Taco Bell, man. Just move on. Yeah, I know. Seriously. Yo, he needs to do... we don't really eat fast food, but he needs to do like... he's not going to listen, but like even like whenever I like say stuff like that, he just doesn't even read the messages. But he needs to do like... and it's so easy being a third party and saying, oh, you should do this, you should do that. Like I should just like... I could just hear him saying, oh yeah, like let me run my channel how I want to, right? But if I was doing a food channel, I would do like a little bit higher, not higher quality, yeah, like higher quality food, where it's like, okay, like I would go to Cheesecake Factory or whatever. And then I would actually, because if you look on big YouTubers and influencers, like accounts, the ones that do food reviews and eating, they actually, like, they have no shame, which is, I think, step 1 into becoming an influencer, right? You don't care about people judging you. You just got to fight that battle on your own. But having a tripod and, like literally sitting down and talking to the camera and eating the food and things like that, and those people have tons of views, right? Those people get free food all the time. Now, it might be out of his budget, but people will definitely support him. I know I would. I would be like, oh, you're taking it seriously? Oh, here, let me support you the way that I can. Only because, some people want to see other people make it. But yeah, but that's never going to happen. We're just stuck with the freaking Taco Bell food reviews, which is like, I just want to see the Crunchwrap and I don't care about the other videos. Let's see. I'm so sorry. Oh, I read that. Bro, Crunchwrap Supreme is absolute garbage since 2013. I don't know. It's been a while since I've had one. So did they change it? Let me see. Yeah, it's been a while. Dude, I haven't had one in such a long time. Dude, that looks so good. Dude, oh my gosh, man. That looks so good. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Dude, this looks so good. I tried to recently make one at home. When I was in the Discord, I actually posted a picture of it, but it didn't really turn out the way that I wanted to. It didn't really turn out like this. But anyways. I don't know. It's been a while. I don't even remember when the last time I went to Taco Bell was. Oh, you know what? It was early in 2025. My friend came over. He flew over because we were going on a cruise together, and we went to Taco Bell, and I got 2 potato soft tacos. So they have a veggie option at Taco Bell, and it's like a soft taco, but it's potatoes. It's just literally like potatoes in there. Let's see. No way he thinks he's going to get monetized doing Taco Bell. I think it's a good start. What do you think about Blackwing Synchro Summon Tiger? Wait, whoa, what's up, bands? Let me see. What do I think about Blackwing Synchro Summon Tiger Kings XYZ Summon? What the hell is Tiger Kings? Blackwing Synchro Summon Tiger Kings? Let me see. Tiger Kings. Am I missing something? Is that a Yu-Gi-Oh card? Let's see. Tiger Kings. Brotherhood of the First Fist Tiger King? That? King Tiger Wanku? That's GOAT. I've never seen this played against me, so I don't know. I know Blackwing, but I don't know what like Tiger King XYZ summon is. Let's read it. Yeah, this is way too many words, man. That's the problem with this game. It's like every single card is like so many words on it. When this card is XYZ summon, you could set one fire formation. Yeah, I mean, is this even Edison legal? I don't know what format you're talking about. I don't have Altcoin. Ari's in the house. Let's go. Welcome. They do vegan friendly version, I get. They do a vegan friendly version, I get. Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that. I've never gotten a Crunchwrap Supreme that's vegan friendly. And welcome to the live stream, Ari. Demon, long time no see. What's up? Turbo, Mr. Meow. Yeah, we just did Turbo. A compliment of flip coins. Yeah, so for Turbo, it came back up to our area of resistance. So as we've said before, we have resistance here at 25 to 34. So we've just basically tagged the first step of this area of resistance. So if you're trading it, hold on, give me a second. Well, my freaking voice got like dry. If you're trading it, then obviously you bought this bounce, which was support, and then now you're taking advantage of the 93% pump. But if you're holding it and if you think that you're going to break this area of resistance, then 25 to 34 needs to break for a continuation up. If it doesn't, you're going to get stuck somewhere here, whether it's at the lower end of the span or even at 34, and you are going to come back down and probably make a lower low at that point. And then we're going to redraw the next area of support, and most likely that's where somewhere we're going to bounce, and we're going to say the same thing because it's the same story. You're never just going to go to zero. You're going to get these small little bounces. It's going to get people back in, and then you're going to basically break down again if it's a bear market, which I do think it is, but it doesn't matter what I think because I could be wrong. This is my main decks, $500 each in their prime. I had played them in YCS and regionals. Yeah, but what format are you talking about? Are you talking about like like you're talking about back in the day, like when that was modern? So when that was the normal and it wasn't a closed off bracket? Because I play retro. So I play GOAT and then Edison, and then I also I used to play like Tengu and that's it actually. That's it. But I didn't really like that. Just GOAT and Edison right now. But I also did play modern, but not in any YCSs or regionals. I also don't want to keep spending money on new cards that come out. I don't want to keep having to upgrade. Yeah, but Blackwing right now in Edison is like the best deck in the format. So in Edison right now in the closed off bracket, in Edison format, Blackwing is the best. I actually play Lightsworn. I play Chaos Sworn or Twilight. I'm sure you know what it is because it is actually the same era that you're talking about. They replaced ground meat with black beans and refried beans, and you could get substitute cheese for fresco tomatoes and potatoes. Oh, that's cool. I did not know that. I gotta check that out because I didn't know that. Do you think it might hit 1 cent? Fuck, let's see. Bro, you've got to be bottomed out here if you think it's gonna hit 1 cent. It could. I mean, even 1 cent from the current price, it's not even, it hit 1.5 cents. So I guess like if you do come back up, maybe 2088, maybe you have a 786 retracement before you come back down, which is another 200%. So it's possible, but first and foremost, Demon, you gotta break this box. If you don't break this box, then we're gonna come back down and make a lower low. That's just what's gonna happen in my opinion. So I decided to stake my Moonwell for 11.75 APY. That's pretty good since we're in this for a while. Hey, that's not bad. 11.75, but what's the point if the coin goes down, right? So if the coin keeps going down, there's really it doesn't matter what percent. We'll take a look at Moonwell for you. Yeah, it was the meta. I was playing pro. I quit after XYZ because of the reprints were lame. Really, Black Wings are the best. Yeah, Black Wings are. So Edison format is actually 2010. It's before XYZ monsters, but very, very, very close. Very, very, very close time during XYZ because the next one was the next format. Sorry, the next thing was the introductions of XYZ. And Black Wings right now in that format, like Vayu, Caius, freaking bringing out, freaking Gale. I don't know, all those cards, those are super OP cards. Everyone uses it. Now I used to run Backswing Lighten, no way. That was my favorite. Yeah. Let's go, man. That was my prime, bro. I got to get back in. Yeah, you got to find a shop around you that does retro format. And then you could just go on like dueling books and then just put in that format and then you'll see the brackets. You'll see the closed off brackets and then you get to actually make your deck and just Google like, oh, I have Platinum Vayu Gold Edition going. Oh yeah, the one that's at limited edition. I like that printing. But you know what I like? Altis. Let's see. Moonwell. So for Moonwell, yeah, I just made a lower low, so we got to kind of move this. We just keep moving this down for you, Ari. Yeah, so Ari, just keep in mind it doesn't matter because you're staking it right now. So you had a really nice bounce, but you came right back down, which is bearish. So if we don't get some sort of recovery rally that at least pushes us back into this area of resistance, then most likely you are going to break down and make a lower low. Now in the macro time frame, I guess like you could say that you have support at 2063, and if that doesn't hold, you're going to come back down to the lows, unfortunately. So good luck. At least you're staking it, so you're getting some money, but even when you're staking it, you could lose money if the value of the coin goes down. So what you really want is at least sideways. And I guess if it stays over this previous base, then you're still making money because 11.75% is a lot. Free lightning for 3 beans. Yo, thank you so much for the $3. That's a third super chat of the night. Let's go. December's going to be good. My first YouTube payout for January is going to be good, hopefully. Let's go. Coming back alive. Thank you so much for the 3 beans. I really appreciate that. And let me know if there's any coins that you would like me to look at for you. Sammy Alabama, that's funny. Says Jasmine and Bonk and Pepe and Kronos to the moon. I don't know. You gotta like roll a dice and tell me which one you want me to look out for you. That was my prime. I gotta get back in. I have a Platinum Vayu Gold Edition Galoon. Yeah, it's a limited edition one. I got the full deck. These cards worth anymore? Anything? Yeah, they are. They're worth. It depends on what condition they're in, but a lot of those cards are worth, like especially if you have ultimates, like the old school ultimates. Those are definitely worth a pretty penny. So. Demon says, your opinion, Meow, which one is the best play, Pepe or Dog Whip Hat? Well, it's kind of biased for me because I don't like Dog Whip Hat. I think it's the biggest scam ever, but let me look. I could be wrong, so don't like take my word for it. But yeah, so for Dog Whip Hat on the macro time frame, at least you actually held this low. Bearish under 58 cents, bullish over 87 cents. And then on the shorter time frame, you could still come back up to 43 to 53 cents on the shorter time frame and get stuck and come back down, make a lower low. Keep in mind, if we don't break through this areas of resistance, you are going to break down and make a lower low. I don't like Dog with Hat personally. Like, I think it's, I don't know, I don't like it. But And if you were to put like Pepe or dog with that, I would definitely say Pepe. I would definitely say Pepe. But also, I don't think Pepe's bottomed. So for Pepe, I don't think we put in a bottom yet for Pepe. I think for Pepe, you're probably going to come back down to 5/0's 26 at some point, or fill this wick, which is 32. So 26 to 32. Now, if you're trading it, I mean, we are oversold. We did just get a nice curl up on the RSI. So I guess on the shorter time frame, you do have resistance, and you could theoretically short trade it for, you know, at this from this low, it would be 37 to 66%. But keep in mind, we could still come back up here and validate this downtrend, making lower highs and lower lows. So it does need to break this area. Otherwise, we are going to break down. So that's what I think. I need to get my money back if we bounce this month. I do think you are going to get a bounce this month, but it just depends on how high it can go. And just keep in mind, Demon, like if it breaks this box and if it gets to the 0.5 or even the 618, really consider taking profits, because you could just come back up there and get stuck and still come back down. But you can see that the 618 does coincide with this downtrend. So at any point, if it does break that and break out, then obviously you're going to get a breakout, and it's going to send you back up to all-time highs. So that's what you're waiting. That's what you're looking for right now. That'll validate this uptrend too, in this upward channel. So. But if it doesn't, if it gets stuck here, you're probably going to come back down somewhere at that point. We just looked at it as the 618. So that's what I think. In Godspeed. Ari says, "Thank you. How's your BTC?" I don't know. Let's see. My BTC is, I am up $5 from when I bought. You see that? That's exactly why we dollar cost average down. So if I were to trading it, and if you guys watch the BTC videos I make, I explain why I bought it. And because, yeah, I mean, I'm not trading it. I'm just going to like accumulate. But look, I mean, I'm up. I could take $5 and I'm only in like what, like $175 or something. So did you do any research on Caspa from the information I gave you in your comments? I did look at Caspa. I used to actually make Caspa videos back in the day. You think Caspa is basically going to be the next biggest thing? It's going to destroy ETH, Solana, and everything. But I mean, everyone always says that about their coins. I just can't believe I saw it at 2 cents. I remember I saw it at 2 cents and it had a monster run, and it had like a 10x. It did a 10x from 2 cents. Yeah, it did almost a 10x from 2 cents. I mean, as far as price action goes, it just keeps making lower lows. There's nothing bullish about Caspa right now. It does need to break this area of resistance, which clearly you already came back up and got rejected at. So I would say the next landing pad for Caspa's going to be, yeah, retesting 3.5 cents. And then if that doesn't hold, then obviously, I mean, that worst case scenario is coming down and refilling this wick at 1 cent. But as far as me goes, I'm really just focused on accumulating Bitcoin and not being a degen and putting like tens of thousands of dollars as I've done in the past. Maybe I'll do that when we get closer to the bottom, which I think is sub 20K, which I'm going to be very excited about because I'm going to get $1,000 super chatted in here. Yeah. I can't wait to collect. Where's my money? I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat some Taco Bell that night. I'm gonna go get some Taco Bell that night. I'm gonna go get every single item on the menu when I get my $1,000 check, baby. Let's see. Donka, you're welcome, Demon. Chris Klein says, hello, so how are you doing this evening? I'm good. Thank you for stopping by. Got a lot of viewers tonight. Let's go. First time watcher here. Love the content so far. Great. Yeah. Hey, welcome. Just, feel free to let me know if there's anything you're looking at, any questions. I'll give you my opinion. I feel like I've lost enough money in the crypto market where I've paid my dues, where now I can basically warn you. Like, for example, don't buy Zcash at the top, right? Just common sense stuff like that. Or if you're buying Bitcoin, maybe buy a little bit and not like tens of thousands of dollars at right now when Bitcoin's at $91,000. Free Lightning says, meow, I don't think I ever asked why you're bearish as of recently. I've been missing a couple streams because we broke a lot of indicators stating otherwise. Like, we've been making Bitcoin videos, and for the most part, I always said that I think that if $103,000 does not hold, and even a worst case scenario $96,000, we are no longer bullish, in my opinion. Every single time we had a sell off, we did manage to get back over the 382 before the next leg up, but also how deep we're in the cycle. And then also the Gaussian, that's crazy how you say it, based on the weekly on the Gaussian channel, the Gaussian, I like saying it now. We're literally about to break below it, and in my opinion, on the weekly, we are going to be printing red sometime within the next month or two, in my opinion. Obviously, that's why I'm bearish. This entire bull market, we never broke into it. We never broke down into it. We got a bounce from here. We got a bounce from here. And then we finally broke into it right now. And I think what this is literally this. And we can all have our opinions. And obviously I watch another YouTuber, and this is where these indicators are obviously, I do see these indicators on the other channel too. But obviously doing my own research and looking into it, it is bearish. I mean, you can't really argue that, right? Even the last cycle, when we had this monster, when we broke the previous high, we only came back and retested it once, made a higher high technically, and then we broke down into it, and we were into it for like 4 months. We chopped around. I guess technically you can even say we created some sort of bear flag here, and then we eventually broke down and printed red. So yeah, I think I'm gonna enjoy my $1,000. But anyway, that's what I think. Got a lot more people in here now. Let's go. You should check out Uphold for your spot holding exchange. They're 100% backed. Exchange. They are more than 100% backed. I don't know. I just have Robinhood. I used to have Coinbase, but I banned them, and then I tried to unban myself, but I unfortunately couldn't, so I can't go back to Coinbase. I also have Gemini for Dojo on Mars, but that's about it. Keith Wallace says, I still got dog in me. I got that dog in me still. Nice. We can take a look at it for you if you want. Technical wise, fundamentally, it's the most bullish coin out there. Hello, Meow. How are you doing? Is it over? I don't think so. Not yet. If we could break this area of resistance at 91.3, which we are struggling with, I think we should be fine. But the next candle we can't like all of a sudden fall off the table, which I feel like it's crypto, so it is going to fall off the table. But technically, if we get a breakout, then the next area of resistance is around $96,000, which does coincide with no moving averages on the daily. So it does put us over 90,000, which is the 20-day moving average. Look at this dude. The difference between everyone else saying that Casper community is saying that Casper is pure fair launch proof of work that follows Nakamoto consensus on scale. No other coin can claim that. And then Alice says, look at this dude. Just like you, I stopped investing in all these altcoins, and I just invested in Bitcoin until I found Caspa. Nice, man. I really hope Caspa ends up working out for you. I mean, I think there's plenty of upside potential for Caspa. I mean, you're sitting at a 1.5 billion market cap. It's fully diluted. There's no like infinite tokens. There's no token unlocks, or like I feel like the tokenomics are pretty set. And look, you're 93% in circulation, so I highly doubt that they can't mint any more coins and just dump it on the retail, you know. So I hope it works out for you, man. Carlos says, hello, good night, meow. Is it over yet? No, it's not. Not if we could get over and stay over 91.3, which we're over right now. I taught my cat how to use the toilet so I don't have dirty paws or litter expenses. Trust me, bro. That's funny. Yeah, I have my litter box right there. The Death Star litter box, so I don't have to worry about, I just have to take out the liner at the bottom, and then that's it. I have to take it out like once every 5 days because it gets filled with poop. And yeah, poop and piss. I don't have to scoop it anymore though. That's good. Free Lightning says, thanks for explaining. I watch a few of your videos, but I guess I was speaking from an overall perspective than technical analysis. This is good to know. Yeah, I think that in terms of TA and just like my sentiment with Bitcoin, I do think that the top is in. And I do think that saying the top is in doesn't mean that it's over. I mean, obviously we're going to get bounces, and obviously altcoins go up. Clearly, look at Pengu, right? Pengu just did 25%, 23%. And this isn't even the only coin. There are coins that did like a lot more percent wise. So it's not over, and there's plenty of opportunity to make money. But as far as my plan goes, and as far as my play, being only in Bitcoin and dollar cost averaging Bitcoin, I'm now just holding most of my capital to be able to dollar cost average down into Bitcoin. But again, that doesn't mean like Flipcoin's coming in here, for example. Flipcoin's coming in here, that doesn't mean that, oh, I think it's bearish, so he needs to sell. No, because like, for example, his Turbo, when we do get these bounces, which we're getting the bounce right now, Turbo could have a monster move up. So, you know, at that point, then he can decide, hey, I'm not selling a bottom, like the other coin, right? Like SNEC. Like, for example, SNEC. Like, hey, we're going to get some sort of bounce. So, or who was asking, there was someone asking earlier in the live stream. Oh, Jasmine. Like, hey, like maybe don't sell the bottom and wait until we get some sort of reversal. So you're not selling the bottom, and at least you get to catch this lower high. And if we're bearish on the macro time frame, then perfect. You sold a local top, and then you're going to come down and make a lower low, and you don't have to worry about that. But if it's in a bull market, then, and if we're still in a bull market, then it's going to break through this area of resistance anyway. So you're going to still make money if you don't sell. But you have to decide, oh, is this enough? Do I think we're in a bear market? Do I think it's going to go lower? Or am I just going to sell and get over it and do what I'm doing, which is literally just buying Bitcoin this cycle? But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. It matters what you guys are doing. Thanks for explaining. I read that. Meow, wouldn't it be better to invest on MicroStrategy and get that quick profit to use? No. I'm not going to invest in MicroStrategy. I think this thing's going to go much, much lower, in my opinion. I think this thing's headed back down to like $30, $20. This thing's going all the way back down, man. I don't know what else to say. And I'm not going to get into stocks and stuff. I have my retirement, like, for stocks separate. So I'm not worried about that. But look at this, man. Gemini went public at $28, and then it's basically rugging down. That's crazy. There's no dividend yield or anything. Aloe says, if you flip the chart upside down, it doesn't look like it bottomed, unfortunately. There is no foundation or company behind it. Casper needs no capital. Damn, you are a Caspa whale in here, aren't you? This guy loves Caspa, man. Carlos says, when are you starting to buy BTC at what price point? So I already started. So I actually made a video on when I bought and why I bought it. So I bought on November 16th. I bought at 95,000, and here, if we look back on the price, I'll show you exactly why I bought it there. So November 16th was here. I bought it here, and it's because we were getting ready to get oversold, but also I wanted to make a Bitcoin maxi video, and I just wanted to use that for content. And then I bought on November 21st at 83,000, which was literally here. So I actually bought the bottom. So I put in $100, $100, and then now on that position, on like everything, I'm up $5. So I could do this. Like I could actually put in, like if I really confidently believed in myself, I could probably like put in all my money right now and trade it, but there's no way I'm going to do that because I don't want to trade Bitcoin. I just want to accumulate, and then I'll sell when it hits the target that I think it's going to hit, which is next cycle is going to be like 200 grand. Because even at that point, if I dollar cost average down using $30,000 in the spare market, and if it goes to $200,000, I still get like 90 grand out of that. So that's still a win for me. I'll be happy with that. But I bought at these two places, and then obviously the next time I'm gonna buy is when we make a lower low. So I'm probably gonna put $200 at $70,000, and then once we start breaking down there, then it's gonna be even more. It's gonna so like I'm gonna put $400 in. I'm gonna put 800 at 1600, 3200. Obviously, all the way down to where I think it's headed, which is $20,000. Less than 20,000. Sorry, I have to say $19,999. Can't wait, baby. $1,000 fucking thousand. Ooh, I almost cussed. We keep this very professional. $1,000 super chat. Let's go. I'm gonna eat nice that night. Honey, don't eat anything because dinner's gonna be on Vision Post, baby. On Big Tone, Big T food reviews. Let's go. Can't wait. Let's see. When you start buying Bitcoin at one point, I already said, okay, I'll shut up now, but forget the price. Just, you don't have to shut up. You're excited about your coin, and I get it. And it is what it is. I mean, you like Caspa, feel free to always come in here, and you could always ask me to look at Caspa for you in terms of price action. And we could always take a look at it. This channel is mostly for you guys to come over here and talk about your cryptos. Now, fundamentally, it's not like necessarily something that I'm going to sit over here and read over like on the live stream, but it is like as far as price action goes, then we could definitely take a look at the indicators for you and say, hey, like, it's extremely overbought, or hey, it's extremely oversold, or hey, like we had a nice move on Caspa, but we are getting stuck at resistance right now. So just be careful, because typically when we do get stuck here, either you're going to see a continuation up to next resistance, which is 7 cents, or you're going to come back down and retest this low and make a lower low. Sammy Alabama. I like saying that. Sammy Alabama. Official Trump, let's go. What is that, the next runner? This was the top signal. Oh, it's only up 4%. Yo, I think I made a video on official Trump. Let me try to find it on the channel. Let me see. Videos. Trump.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words.
Taking a look at the official. Oh my God, it was $64, guys. Let's see what I said. Trump coin. Let's see. I mean, do I even... Yeah, like this is going to be really hard to do TA on, but it's okay. We'll have a saved chart. So for official Trump coin, as long as we, so on our way down, as long as we hold this box at around $51 to $60, you are looking at a continuation up. and I put the next continuation at, I guess, 105. I know this is choppy, but again, I'm doing TA on the 1 hour because this coin just came out. So very simple for Chump Coin. It's a $12 billion market cap. Be careful with that, obviously. As long as it stays over $50 to $60, which is actually, it looks like we had a sell-off and we're actually staying over these levels. You're looking at a continuation up to $106. Oh, my caps are in From the there,
video.
I have no idea. This coin, again, I mean, how high can this market cap actually go? I'd say if it does break below $50, then we're not necessarily cooked, but we are going to get a bigger capitulation down to around like $30. And I know $30 was a big price that it did consolidate at. So we had a huge leg up, it consolidated, and then we broke out. So that's pretty much it. Not financial advice, just my opinion. I hope that made sense. I said $30, and then obviously it broke down. But I had one also, like I had a video that was posted after this, and it was like someone was like talking crap, like, oh, it's never gonna go down
Official
that low.
Trump on the live stream. So higher low, looking at retesting the pre again, $10 and $17.
Yeah, so this was my next video.
Official
on that.
Trump on the live stream. So
Oh my God, this guy wrote, thank you for taking time out of your day to help a rookie. I'm down 70K from 110K down to 40K. Oh my God. And I'm all in on XCN going for the Hail Mary. Oh my God, man.
unfortunately, I think we did break below support. Oh no, we didn't. So
$30
we're
did
sitting
get
on
tagged.
support right now. So again, here's a little bit of hopium. We are technically making, I'd say, resistance
What did I say? The target's on the downside.
up to around $129 around this area. So again, very crucial area though, because if this breaks, if $31 breaks, then you're just going to be maintaining this downtrend, and the next target is going to put you somewhere between $10 and $17.
So $10 and $17.
Very big dip. Not financial advice, just my opinion.
Yeah, $10 to $17. Oh wow, Bitcoins are moving pretty good. Dude, the guy dude, did you see that chat? He wrote, I went from $110,000 to $40,000, bro. Why would somebody just get into crypto and put $110,000 into a Trump coin? Bro, what a scam. Did I miss anything? Yeah, can we look at Dogelon Mars? Please tell me you didn't sell, and thanks for looking at Turbo earlier. Well, I bought 100 billion and I sold it. You remember I doubled down, and then I told you guys I sold. Because, and I sold at 62. So, I dollar cost averaged here at 75 or whatever, and then it went lower, and then I felt like it was going to break. So I sold 100 billion, and damn, that thing's nice and safe in my in my checking account right now, savings account right now. But we ended up breaking, so I did downsize and sell the my Dogelon Mars position. But in terms of price action for Dogelon on the macro time frame, you're under all the moving averages right now. It is extremely bearish. You're not doing anything on the RSI. It's just compressing right now. I guess technically it's forming some sort of like falling wedge compression area. I mean, I think hopefully we should get some sort of bounce for Dogelon, but just keep in mind, if you're holding it, you need to break this area of resistance, which is around 150 to 280%. We could, tomorrow morning or whatever, like in a week from now, you could spawn in a giant green candle. So you literally could just get a huge green candle like this, okay? But keep in mind, it needs to break this area. If it doesn't, then most likely you're just going to come right back down, and you could create the Avengers logo with it, So if it doesn't hold again, it's going to just come right back down, and that's very, very, very bearish for Dogelon. So that's why I haven't looked at it, because there's really nothing to look at. I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, it's going up, but like, is it? Like, we're down so much where it's like I don't even want to look at it. Oh my God, we're up 10%, but we're down like 20% on the month and 73% on the year. So that's not really anything worth really noting. It is what it is though. And it looks like we're going back down. But no, I wish I'm a whale. I'm just a community member with passion. We have no marketing budget. We spread the word through the community. Nice. No one takes you seriously when it says, hey, I bet him. I bet him my hard-earned money. $7 a week. He's a good salesperson. You see that? I was like, I'll give you I love how he went from $5 a week to $6 a week to $7 a week. But also he went from Super Chat to PayPal, so he doesn't have to pay fees. But I'm that confident. I don't even care. I'm gonna I'll fulfill my end of the bargain. I don't think he has to worry about that. I just feel bad because I feel like exactly nobody thinks that it's gonna go back down to 20K, and it is gonna go back down to 20K. And when it does, I gotta buy a Bitcoin, basically. Hey. And then he basically has to send me $1,000, which would be great because then I could take my wife out on a very expensive dinner, and it's going to be on his dime. Yes. $1,000 steak, baby. I'll make a food review with it. I'll get one of those steaks that's like covered in gold, like it's gonna be like gold covered steak. Yum. I would never get that, but you know what? It's on Vision. Let's go. It's on Big T's food reviews, baby. Let's go. No one takes it. No, hey, I believe it, man. I really believe it. I think people forgot and underestimate how brutal the bear market is. I don't think people remember that it went from $65,000 to $15,000. And I think that people are going to remember when it goes from 120 back down to like $20,000. It's gonna even break this. It's gonna probably accumulate at 30, and then you're gonna break down, and people are really gonna think it's going to zero. But yeah, I really do think that. I really do think it's going back down to 20K, and that's my opportunity. Gotta learn somehow. Yeah, but that's brutal to learn losing, going from $110,000 to $40,000. That's one hell of a lesson. $70,000 lesson, bro. If you had that much money, just put it in savings. Like get like 3 to 4% on that. You could lock that up in a CD for 12 months and get 6% on it. Like what? 6% guaranteed, unless you think the stock market's going to do good, and then you could invest in the stock market. But you guys already know, I'm like waiting for the biggest bear market and crash to happen, where I think cash is king, where then I'm going to have the opportunity to buy. So, and in the meantime, people that are saying, oh, but you're losing money to interest, or you're losing money to inflation. Oh man, you guys, like, there are people that don't even have savings accounts. Like what? It's like you take this very small thing and you like exaggerate it. Oh, but you're losing money to inflation. I'd rather have $100,000 in my savings account. Thank you very much. Like, I don't want to be tied to the stock market. I don't want to go sit through a stock market crash and lose all my money. Like, if I was a millionaire, that's a different story. Like when I get to that point of like having just a lot of money, then that's a different story, because you're right, you don't care. Like, oh, I have like $50,000 of Microsoft. Oh, I don't care. I have like Coca-Cola. I have like $100,000 of Coca-Cola. Oh, I don't care about that. That's gonna just passively go up and reinvesting the dividends, and that's just long term. And I still have like $1 million in my bank account. That's fine, but I'm not there, so I kind of have to capitalize on these opportunities. Oh my god, it's no freaking way, bro. Oh my god. Hey, you remember like we were just talking about you, Gearthan. Is that the real Gearthin? Or is that a troll? Is that a troll Gearthin? Because we were talking about Gearthin the other night, and now there's Gearthin in the channel. So I don't know if that's the real one or not. It sounds like a lot to you. Could have just been chump change for him. Chump change? What do you mean? You lost $70,000. If you think that if you get to a point where you have that money and you think losing $70,000 is okay, then you are gambling. You're gonna gamble your inheritance. You're gonna gamble all the money that you made away. Like it's the worst thing ever, man. That's a pretty bad mindset. Like, oh, it's a lot of money, so it's okay, dude. You know what you can do with $70,000? That's a lot of money. You could do a lot of good with that instead of giving it to scammers online. Kirtan says, yes, Moonboy bag holder here. Well, are you still holding your Gala? Bro, long time no see, man. You remember the box days? You remember when I had the box and I didn't have a chair? Dude, I haven't even looked at this chart since, bro, I haven't looked at this chart since since June of 2025, but I don't think that was you. We haven't looked at Gala in like ever. My bags took a shit. Yeah, obviously. So I don't look. I took a break from the charts. That's healthy. So let's not bring these charts up for Gearthin. So a lot has happened since you left Gearthin. Like I turned into a Bitcoin maxi. I now hold 0.002 Bitcoin, and I'm only buying Bitcoin. So that's what's new here. But other than that, there's really nothing else that's new on my end. So just still waiting to make it. Still waiting for my coin to go up. Oh, also I sold OXT. The last bag I sold was 6 cents. So it is now lower. Yeah, I sold back in June. Yeah, it was near here. Yeah. I sold it like here. This is where I sold it actually. Here. I remember I sold it and then it went up. I don't know if you guys remember that, but and then I was like, oh, watch, it's gonna run now because I sold it, and then it never went back up. But again, this is another one of those coins that probably one day you're just gonna spawn in a giant green candle like you did the last 2 times. So I'm not mad at it. I'm just gonna let it go. Hopefully everybody that holds it just makes their money. No, it's good. The market is the market. Yeah, the market sucks. He's a perma bear, and he's a perma bear. No, I'm not a perma bear. I just think we're going back down to 20K. Crazy how a couple months can change. Hey, I'm pretty consistent. Okay, you gotta understand. I did everything right. I held my coin for 5 years. I didn't rotate. I didn't sell the pumps. I didn't get chopped up. I dollar cost averaged down. I went into Vision's live stream every single day and I asked for the same OXT. Hey, can you look at OXT? It got to a point where he just was like, don't ever ask me about this garbage. No, I'm just joking. He didn't say that. But I did everything right. I was bullish on it. And after 5 years and after seeing this scam and realizing that I've been getting farmed, which is valid, which I say every single time, hey, man, they released a coin. They released circulation on us. And they take the trading fees, and then at the end of the day, they're going to be like, oh, the project didn't make it. Oh, the project, we're going to delist the project because it no longer meets our requirement. No, you guys are probably just done scamming your retail. That's why you're pulling the project. Anyway, I'm not a perma bear. I just think we're going back down to 20K. So that's not a perma bear. I think we're eventually going to turn bullish again. A perma bear means like I think it's going to 0, right? A perma bear. Here, let's Google what is the definition of a perma bear? A perma bear is an investor who constantly expects a market to fall, who constantly expects a market to fall and acts on that belief, even during a bull market. Okay, what bull market? What alt season? Did your coin go up? Did my coins go up? The pessimism can be driven by the ideology, emotion, or a specific investment strategy, and they often miss out on market gains. What? How does that make sense? I miss out on, oh, well, I mean, yeah, but that has nothing to do with being a perma bear. Meaning the term combines perpetual and bear, where a bear is a person who anticipates market decline, yes. A perma bear constantly believes that stocks and other assets will decrease in value. Yeah, but up into a point. So yeah, I'm right. I am right. I'm right. You guys are wrong. Whatever. Bitcoin at 50K, not waiting any lower, going all in. Yeah, do it, man. Honestly, that's good. I think at 50K, I'll probably be putting in more than just $200, $300, $400 at that point. So I'm with you on that. Yeah, man, whatever you say. Strategic investment strategy. Hey, man, my strategy is going to be foolproof. When I dollar cost average during like down, like literally my first dollar cost average was this dip. My second one is going to be the next dip. Third one's going to be the next dip. You're telling me that we're not going to get another like candle going up and all my targets are going to get like all my areas that I dollar cost average down is going to get hit and I'm going to be I'm going to be up on my position eventually. Even before it hits its previous all-time high, which right now we have at $123,000. So I think it's going to happen. You guys can enjoy the ride or you can make fun of me and just keep investing in altcoins. But I did everything right. I invested in dollar cost average down for the last 5 years into this coin and it didn't do anything. So yeah, I picked the wrong coin, but you know, that really does change you as a person. Oh my god, Pudgy Penguin's doing good. SUI's doing pretty good. I know a couple of you had SUIs. You have a better chance getting 1 mil subs on a food review channel than seeing 20K again. I would never do a food review channel. Ugh. I would never do a food review channel. Yeah, I don't really eat like a lot and I don't really we don't really eat fast food. I kind of like watch what I eat. So I don't think I would be the best person for a food review channel, but I could always play Yu-Gi-Oh on live stream. I really want to do that, so I want to get the meta glasses. How much money did you lose this cycle? So I recorded a loss. Wait, Free Lightning says, thank you for the stream. I have to go take care of everyone. Free Lightning, we're going to be live every single day this month, so I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for coming by. And I hope I see every single person actually again for the remainder of this year. Because, yeah, that would be great. And thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming by. Have a great night, Free Lightning. How much money did you lose this cycle? So actually, I'm going to be recording a 5K loss this year. It's literally like $5,035 or whatever. And most of it is buying Dogelon at 78 and then selling it at 62 because I wanted to dollar cost average down, but unfortunately you can't dollar cost average down meme coins. And I didn't learn my lesson. I thought I was going to get into that nice little bounce, but it bounced to the downside. So that's what I'm recording this year on my taxes. And that's the truth. So it's like 5K. Did you not see the live demo of the meta glasses? Wait until they make them reliable. Well, I'm going to be live streaming on Instagram. So, like on Instagram, I'm just going to be like, I'm going to play cards and do all that stuff and I don't know, just hang out, I guess, you know, day-to-day life with crypto analysis. But YouTube, I don't think I can stream on YouTube with the meta glasses yet. Yeah, BTC looks like it's having a nice move. We have a lot of people in the chat too. That's nice. So if you guys want to go support my I said stepbrother. I think that's over with. So let's do my I already said little brother. Um my uncle. There we go. If you guys want to go support my uncle, he has a food review channel where he just stuffs his face with Taco Bell. Definitely go check him out. Big T Food Reviews. Shout out. Hopefully you can help him get to 1,000 subscribers so he can monetize. But anyway, just helping him out because he helped me out a lot during when I first started actually taking YouTube seriously. So Big T Food Reviews, everyone. Anyway, let's see. I feel like it's weird doing it, but like he's done it for like he's actually pulled up my channel, and he like it's just weird for me to like I feel weird doing it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm not gonna let that like stop me. But he's definitely helped me helped out my channel, so I feel like I need to. I mean I don't need to, but I like. I don't even know how to say it. How do I say it? I want to. I don't know. Whatever. You know what I mean. Anyway, Big T Food Reviews. Everyone, help this guy afford diet soda, diet knockoff Sprite, diet knockoff Sprite. Oh my God, that's probably so bad for him. But I'm not gonna get triggered over that. Diet like right. It's not even Sprite. There's no S in there. Help support his diet Sprite habits. JY's Adventure. Hey, we were also talking about you and Monad in the last live stream. Welcome to the live stream, man. It's Monad Dextrainer coin, Moncock. I'll take a look at that. Matthew Jopko, welcome to the end of the live stream. I hope you're doing well. What's this? Moncock? Which one is it? I'm assuming it's this one, 1.6. I'm assuming it's this one with the more liquidity. Obviously, it's very difficult to do TA on this because it just came out and it's like a total gamble coin. But can you just confirm that this is the right coin, JR's Adventure? Matthew Dropco, welcome to the live stream. Let me, are you like, did you work out late or something? You're here pretty late. Wait, you already went. Wait, yeah, you said on the other live stream you already went for your run today, right? Carlos says, damn, it was my first bull run cycle. I made 60,000 on profit, but I see my account hit 260K. Took money. I thought I was going to be a millionaire and I lose the rest. It's okay, man. You're still good though, man. You still made $60,000. That's a lot of money, dude. Just don't give it back. Just play it smart. You don't need to like be in the market all the time. You could step away from it. You could take your money and just like relax, and you know the market's always going to be here. You're never going to catch the bottom or you're more than likely buying a top rather than like making a smart play that's going to make you a lot of money. So just you made a lot of money, take a step back, enjoy your profits, and definitely play it smart, man. $60,000 is a lot of money. Apparently not to Aloe, but to me it is a lot of money. Our favorite Monad shill. Yes, don't hate. Next Solana is Monad. Yes, that one. Yeah, so I mean for this one, very small market cap. The liquidity is not locked. It's very bullish right now as long as it stays over 2.011. So if it holds 2.011, then obviously on the macro time frame, 2.058 is the next target, which as of today is another 250%. Again, very, very small market cap. And then it's a 20x to 4 cents from the current price, which is the next target. That's all given that it stays over 2 zeros 11. And then a 20x is going to put it even at what, 20 million market cap? Yeah, 25 million, 30 million market cap. So you could get a 10 to 20x on this coin if it continues to run. Yeah, so that's what I think about this coin. But anything under 2 zeros 11 and you're cooked, and this thing's gonna come back down. Okay. No financial advice, just my opinion. Matthew Jocko says I worked out too. I did legs. I did legs today, so I'm pretty happy about that. Then I took my mom to American Legion, then swung through the Thai place to get takeout. I didn't run today. Ooh, Thai. I went to a Thai food restaurant with my wife when we first started dating, and I ordered a salad. And then I told her that I hate Thai food, and she was like, "You ordered a salad. You didn't even eat Thai food." That's actually like 100% a true story. So like I still really don't even know what Thai food is because I got a salad. So I really need to try Thai food. James says, oh, Brett, yeah, we can take a look at it. Hey, you commented on my video and now you're at the live stream. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, so feel free to always come by. Usually we go to a live stream. We live stream Tuesday and Thursday, 5 p.m. But this month it's going to be every day at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So feel free to stop by the live stream. And I'll always take a look at your guys' coins. So I just couldn't make a video on it because I'm kind of pivoting my video aspects. Yeah, so is this the right Brett? Because there's a Brett on, I'm assuming it's this one on Uniswap, right? The one that we have a chart for. So Brett, I'm assuming this is the right one, but just let me know. JY's Adventures Monad ecosystem is like going back in time and buying bonk with etc. early. As long as Monad does well, I think it does well. Love me some banh mi. Let me Google this. It's not gonna like be anything bad, right? Banh mi. Oh, okay, it's like a sandwich. Wait, is this sandwich? I love sandwiches. Oh wow, that looks really good. Is it on a French roll? What kind of meat is that? It looks like beef, right? That's beef. Yeah, that looks really good. Talking about that, I haven't eaten yet, so I'm really, really, really hungry. Damn, we've been live for 1 hour and 25 minutes. That's not bad. Time flies. I love your videos. I stepped away from crypto. I totally understand. For a bit, I'm back now. I always loved and watched your videos on Brett or on other coins too. So yeah, just feel free to stop by live streams. I can take a look at all your coins, but for the time being, the Saturday videos, so my watch list videos is for members, where members get one coin that I add to the watch list, and I make videos on every Saturday, and then throughout the week, like I'm kind of transitioning my channel into only making daily and mostly Bitcoin content, and then obviously the live streams is where you can come by and say, hey, can you look at Brett? And everyone comes in here and asks for their coin, and I will take a look at all your guys' coins, but that's kind of like where I pivoted my channel to. Can we also look at Penguin Monad? Yes. What, Aloe? What, you think I'm gonna say goodbye? I mean, yeah, I probably should. I'm starving. I'll take a look at Brett for James, and then I'll take a look at Penguin Monad, and then hopefully nobody asks for anything else. Yeah, so for Brett, you're actually respecting this area support at 1 cent 20. So it is holding support, and technically on the macro time frame, since you bottomed here, let me look at the RSI. Yeah, you did hit, you were very oversold here, and now we're moving up, and we're obviously moving up on the price. Just keep in mind that if you're holding it, Brett does need to break 2 cents 60 to 3 cents 90, so like 4 cents. Just keep in mind it could still come back up here, and you could get rejected and validate this downtrend. Okay, so if you're trading it, then theoretically this is where traders are taking profits. But if you're holding it, then you need to break this area of resistance. And then once this breaks, then I'd say bread to the moon. We'll look at the next major targets on the upside. But again, you could still come back up to this area of resistance, get stuck, and come back down and even make a lower low. And that's pretty much it for Brett. Not financial advice, just my opinion. On all your coins, I love your videos. Gives me a better view. Yo, thank you. I appreciate that. I've been making very long videos on Bitcoin, and talking about why I'm buying when I'm buying, and yeah, and I hope those videos do well. Check you out Thursday, Meow. Thanks. Yo, thank you so much for coming by, Flipcoins. I'll see you on Thursday, and feel free to always comment or do anything, comment any video update videos you need, and I'll definitely take a look at it for you. Alejandro says, can you look at Litecoin? Yes. JR Adventures Grid waiting on 20K. Like, oh my gosh. I love it. And then he's like, 20K BTC. Go ahead, Alo, since you love saying it. Oh my God. Well, now that you asked, Crypto Meow Analysis thinks that Bitcoin is going to $20,000. That is true. I do think that. All right, Monad. Let's take a look at Monad. Oh, it's finally on here. Yeah, so for Monad, you came all the way back down. Just keep in mind, for Monad, you did get stuck here at you came back up to the 0.5 and you got rejected. So as of right now, technically it's still bullish over 2 cents 90. So as long as price action basically gets over where it's at right now, then the next target is 3 cents 60 and then to the moon. But just keep in mind, if it doesn't, you're probably going to get a bigger move back down. And at that point, I would put it at this. So you still have support here for Monad at 2 cents 80 to 3 cents. But if this doesn't hold, you're going to come back down to 2 cents 60. And if that doesn't hold, you're going to come all the way back down to 2 cents and make a lower low and validate a downtrend that's obviously in the making. So that's pretty much it for Monad. And then you said the other one is what? Pengu. Oh, it's Pudgy Penguins. I always forget this. Yeah, so for Pengu, oh yeah, wow, you actually came up and tagged our box. Yeah, so we need to redraw everything right now. So for Pudgy Penguins, just keep in mind that you have resistance here at 1 cent 30 to 1 cent 70. What this means is that you could get trapped here. So for traders, this is obviously where traders are going to be taking profits. You're looking at 43 to 79%. And then for holders, you need to break this area of resistance. Once that breaks, then 2.5 cents and then to the moon. But just keep in mind that obviously no more support on the shorter time frame. And then on the macro time frame, you did hold this 618 support at 2097. So it could even come back up here. And if it gets stuck here, you're probably going to come back down. And the next landing pad would be 2063 for Pengu. So it has a lot of areas. It has a lot of area that it needs to break. And it does need to hold 2097 as long as price action is under this area of resistance between the 236 and 382. That's pretty much it. And then let's take a look at Litecoin. I like Litecoin. I'm going to buy some Litecoin. So yeah, Litecoin is no longer macro bullish. You're still maintaining this 10-year uptrend though from Litecoin. This is a very good play. This is going to make me a lot of money when I get in. I'm not in yet. I think it's going to go back down to 70 if not lower, because obviously I think Bitcoin's going down. But wow, look at Bitcoin go. Oh my gosh, I'm up $6.74. Let's go, chat. Okay, so I'd say for Litecoin, bullish over $99 and then 172. Very simple chart. You've been making higher highs, higher lows. You've been getting stuck at a lot of areas of resistance, which coincide perfectly with our fibs. So yeah, that's what I think about Litecoin. And then on the downside, $70 does coincide with this uptrend. So that's a crucial area that it does need to get a bounce if we do go down that low. So very bullish though on Litecoin. It does look like it's doing extremely well relative to everything else. I pray a market where coins go up when we don't need BTC. Yeah, that used to be the case, but this is the first time it wasn't. Hold on, give me 1 second. Oh. Hello. Since you love Bitcoin, some say we'll go to $1 million. Yeah, my hope is I will become a Bitcoin millionaire. Even though I missed it in the past, there's plenty of opportunity to start. And there's plenty of opportunity. You can't be in that mindset of, oh, well, I missed it at $1,000. I missed it at $10,000. I missed it at $100,000. I mean, there has to be a wake-up call at some point. Are we back or a fake pump? Yeah, I think it's a fake pump. What kind of targets on Pengu realistic? Well, I mean, it depends. If we break that box in that area of resistance, then it could go to 2.5 cents. And then if that breaks, then it's making all-time highs. I took some money out of crypto because I'm trying to get into a different living situation that costs more money. I became realistic about the fact that crypto isn't helping me financially. That's smart. I lost a lot in PNG. That's unfortunate. Yeah, PNG, dude, like this thing went up. Like, I just don't understand how this thing went up literally like 50x and it came all the way back down, unfortunately. Same with Jasmy. I know a lot of other, like a lot of people that lost a lot of money in Jasmy. I mean, you know, yeah, I have nothing to say. I understand, and I do understand what you're going through, Nova, and it's not a good feeling. You did the smart play, though. You took your money out. I downsized extremely, and I'm starting to only buy, like, very small, limited amount of Bitcoin, and that's when we're extremely oversold and all that stuff, because dollar cost averaging down only seems to work with Bitcoin, with my strategy. Moonwell went back down as low as 208, almost back even. My average is 94. Let's go. So you're thinking about selling your Moonwell? We have another person in here, Aloe. She has Moonwell, but she's staking it. So yeah, just keep in mind that we could still come back up to resistance at 1 cent 40 to 2 cents 13, and we could get stuck and come back down to the lows to make a break and make a lower low. So just be careful with that. And then the next area of support for Moonwell is 2063. So it doesn't even have to go down that low. Do you like Bitcoin Cash? Nope, it's only going to be Bitcoin. But I think I'm going to call it here because I need to go make dinner. So I think we're going to call it here. So thank you so much for coming by. We've been live for about an hour and 35 minutes. I will be live again at tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. And this is all just for entertainment purposes and nothing more. Have a great night. Have a great day tomorrow. I really do appreciate you guys stopping by. Thank you so much for the super chats, the members, the subscribers. I appreciate all of your support. Have a great day. Have a great night. I will see everybody hopefully in tomorrow's live stream. Take care.